Hey Kiara, how's it going? Oh, you're stuck behind an ad. Well, I'll say it again then. Hey Kiara, how's it going? Yeah, I'm not too bad. Had some digestive problems yesterday evening, by which I mean my entire digestive system decided to empty itself. Not entirely sure why, but it might have explained why I was feeling a bit off the entire weekend. And anytime, I always try to catch the streams when I can. Speaking of, you're going to give yourself a shout out, or maybe when a few more people are here. You're saying, I'm okay, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. I'm okay, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. On loop, you okay? Oh, hey Nellis, thanks for giving Kiara the shout out. You might not be sticking around, you haven't eaten yet. Well, that's fine. Make sure you have food though, that's important. Rebooting. Do you have a problem with your computer, Kiara? Alright, from saying the same thing twice. Okay. No less your relatives in its fascist explosions day. Presumably you mean the 4th of July. Ooh. Hey Chloe, can we get a shout out for Invisible Girl as well? And that's okay, Nurless. Chloe deserves all the shout-outs. Anyway, just a couple more links to go and I'll be with you all. Alrighty, let's do this thing. How's it going? So yeah, a couple of cosplay things. I was going to tweet it, but I ran out of time. But I'm just making a ear headband to just put on top of my headphones. Hey Macadian, how's it going? So yeah, I've only got as far as just heat shaping a strip of foam to the top. I'll worry about how to connect it later. But yeah, that's going to be a heat shaped. Yeah, so heat shaped. It's going to be a raccoon ear headband just for the Overgrown stream on Friday. And we'll see. And it remains to be seen if I can get that done in time. Oh yeah, you can't. I don't think you can actually see it, but it matters to me. But I've switched from a glossy eyeliner to a matte one. Get the game started, and that's specifically because now that I've got front lighting, it sort of looks kind of weird. Okay, got my GameCube controller. Oh, flip that round. Got my Wiimote. Got the game going. So, fun fact, this is actually scaring me a lot more than Alien Isolation did, because as I've said previously, I am absolutely terrified of zombies. Like 7-foot tall alien killing machine that reproduces parasitically. Okay, yep, that's kind of something to be kind of worried about. But rotting human corpse? Absolutely not. That should not be walking around. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, forever. Also, has someone shouted Macadian Merchant out yet? Oh, yep, so last stream I found some more shotgun ammunition, picked up some keys. I'm not entirely sure where I'm going from here though. Oh yeah, can remove oh yeah, good guy Barry left a ton of healing items here. Okay, I've got the sword key and the armor key. I'm not quite sure which ones to bring with me. Okay, I mean, to be fair, I doubt Chloe actually spammed the votes. Okay, maybe I could leave the, yeah, I'll take a risk and I'll leave the fuel and the lighter here. Okay, that's kind of cool. You can actually see the defense item Jill has equipped on her hip. Okay, so... oh yeah, my plan was... I'm going to leave here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take a closer look at that emblem. Maybe if I look at it in my inventory, I can find out what it's an emblem of. It's all around the outer edges due to frequent fitting. Okay, that adds nothing. I'll put it back. Hey Jan, how are you doing today? Okay. I know that one-way shortcut can only be used a few times, but I don't think I'll need to go this way much again, hopefully. Right. No less can see about food. Maybe right back or might be AFK a while. Fair enough. Happy nommings. Okay, I'm gonna get the shotgun out. I know I should save it, but... use the armor key. Okay, we are through. If I recall correctly, I think this might be the corridor with all the crows in. So hopefully there won't be too much combat involved. Yep. The title is written as follows. Bring the light of truth to the free spirits. Yep, I remember this puzzle, but I don't remember the solution. A picture of a Valiant wearing a bracelet. It's set in yellow stained glass. There's a switch here. Press it. Kiara, who's going to see minions wearing a suit? Oh yeah, I heard about that meme. Lisa protected by the free spirits. A picture of a woman wearing a bracelet, a necklace and a crown. There's a switch at the bottom of the picture. Press it? No. Okay, so it's a green crown, a purple necklace, and a red... a bracelet, necklace and crown. Okay. A picture of a Valiant wearing a bracelet. Okay, it says in yellow stained glass. It needs to be orange. Okay. The necklace. What colour was the necklace again? Icky. Evening all, you present for our consideration a sleepy lurg. Okay, the necklace is the right colour. Okay, so the bracelet needs to be orange, the necklace needs to be purple, the crown needs to be green. Okay, that's the right colour. The crown is green. Okay, can I do anything with the switchback here? Okay, it's orange. Okay, so we have an orange bracelet, yep. Purple necklace, green crown. I think that's right. If I'm wrong, the crows will attack me. Will you take the death mask? Okay, result. See what I did there? I used the lockpick to open it from this side. This is all going pretty well. Okay, I'm in the graveyard. The spooky, scary graveyard. I suppose, unlike certain other Resident Evil games, it's going to be sensible about it and going to acknowledge that the dead people are actually, you know, dead and can't contract a virus. Anywho, let's drop this mask off. Yep, an evergreen quote there. Please no munchie. No mouth. Okay. Well, I don't really need to check because it'll just ask me which one I want to put there. I have no mouth and I must death mask. Some nice blood splatter on the camera there. Well, I'm sure I'll be heavily armed by the time I get back. Okay, that's that done. Where next? Okay, there's still something in the graveyard. Don't see any items around here. Really wish there was a hotkey for the map. I'm very sorry we're in your house, Kiara. Okay, this is treated as a whole separate door. Okay, it counts the crypt as part of the graveyard. That makes sense. Interesting. There's something hidden in the main hall still. Let's go give that a look. I know I probably shouldn't say this, but having the shotgun out just makes me feel infinitely safer. I mean, it's not like the grenade launcher or anything, but it's... don't know how to put it. You imagine Americans feel the same. Okay, so let's just go look at this room here. Maybe I need to find another... Oh, hey Nick, how's it going? You know what, I think what I'll do is I'm gonna try and unlock as many doors as possible. You good? Full of ice cream and chilling before D&D? Oh yep, that'll be the 4th edition game Keith's running. I hope that's going well. And I'm doing good. Okay, that's a helmet emblem. You have the ability to ride a dagger as if it's a horse. Okay, that's just like being a witch, but even better. Thanks for giving him the shout out. Okay, I think what I want to do is I want to avoid the bottom right corridor because it's just really telegraphing that some sort of horrible monster's going to jump through it. Hey, I feel like I was saying something a moment ago and then I stopped halfway to say something else. Oh yeah, I just think I might try it, just keep trying doors until one of the keys is no longer needed. Hey DJ Alpha Omega, I was glad to catch your stream after Kiara raided earlier. How'd Elden Ring go? Okay, I have a door I haven't yet unlocked over here. Let's see what fresh horrors await us. Yeah, a nice thing this game does is it basically warns you, basically tells you if you've unlocked every door possible with a key and lets you discard it. How goes the Resident Evil? The evil is very much resident. Oh god, it's a long corridor. If evil is a resident, who's the landlord? Good question. Forrest has given up the ghost. It looks like he's been dead for a while. Oop, dagger. Yes, please, I'll take the grenade launcher. Very unprofessional. Okay. I think that's everything in this room now. Yep. Let's leave what's rest of Forest in peace then. Oh, thanks to hydrate, Macadian. Right. So if I head right down here, there's a door to a safe room. This is the second floor, so I imagine there's nowhere for zombies to be piling in. Okay, I think this is going to be a self-contained puzzle room, so we'll just take a looky-loo. Woe to those who disturb my sleep. There's a switch here. Press it. No. Let's see what we got back here then. There's something in this depression, but the grate is in the way and you can't reach it. Okay, so this is going to be some sort of puzzle. The Sleeping Musketeer. The Sleeping Musketeer. The Sleeping Musketeer. The Sleeping Musketeer. Okay, so they're all sleeping. Okay, they're called musketeers, but... weren't musketeers, you know, people who use muskets? I mean, okay, the Three Musketeers were... oh, no, no, don't want to push that. Who knows what might happen. Okay. There's something in this depression, but the great... okay, that looks like a clue up there, but I can't quite see it. Is that a shield? This is what I get for playing on a computer, for plugging my capture card into my monitor instead of a high definition TV, I guess. Okay, so the first one's clearly a shield. Second one looks like an axe with a small head. Third one, is that a sword? And the last one is a long sword. Okay, oh, okay, yeah, that's a long sword. Okay. Oh, that's the top of a halberd, I guess. Kind of hard to see what this guy's holding. No, 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 stop. Don't push it, Jill. Okay, so it's... shield... Okay, that moved into position. Axe. I mean, halberd. Okay, that looks like the axe. Okay, maybe I got that wrong. So do I just need to push it until they're all Okay, I get what tank controls out of the atmosphere, but... Okay, that does it. Am I safe to press the button now? Because I have vague memories of a room that dispenses poison gas. Okay, that's an item. A mysterious box. I can't carry any more items. Yeah, I'll get the frick out of here. Just check I haven't left anything behind. Nope, room's clear. Okay, there's a safe room down the stairs from here, so I can drop off all my extra items there. But let's just take a closer look at this box. There's a design of the sun and the moon. On the plate it says, "Sunshine will awaken me." Okay, nothing happened. Oh. It appears as if you failed. Okay, it's a puzzle. Okay, sunshine. The heart shapes are on the moon. I guess I press those. Result. I hate this music so much. There's nothing in this corridor game. Stop trying to gaslight me. Yeah, it's true, Chloe. Horror games are basically gaslighting simulators. Okay. I'll store the spare clip of ammunition. I'll reluctantly store the grenade launcher. The mask I'll take with me to the graveyard in a bit. Oh wait, I can just take it straight to the graveyard. Wait, no, that shortcut's single use, isn't it? Do I hold on to it? Okay, I'll store the shotgun. Should be fine with a pistol and some spare ammo. On the other hand, I'm not specifically going to the graveyard yet. I'm really overthinking this, aren't I? Right, so if I head back upstairs, there's a couple more rooms to investigate. Okay, I'll store the mask, investigate those rooms, then I'll go back to the graveyard then. Do I need the extra inventory slots? Okay, I'll only take one key. If I need a different key, I'll come back. The nice thing about being on the second floor is that zombies can't come pouring through the windows. I have vague memories of this room. There's a large scratch in this wall. It doesn't look like the work of those rotting freaks. Yeah, famous last words, I'm sure. Oh hey, it's Barry.
Ah. Jill.
Barry, I didn't mean to get you that excited.
Right. Anyway, you should read this.
Research as well. A letter is slipped inside. Top part of the letter is torn off, the rest of the letter is legible. Enfys, how's it going? Thanks for giving them a shout out, Kiara. Scratches on the wall, must be claw shadowing. Alma, I've tried to survive, only to see you again, but my efforts are only delayed the inevitable. I'm infected and there's no cure for what will follow, except to end my life before I lose the only thing that separates me from them. My love for you. And now I have entered my eternal sleep where there is peace. Please understand. Please know that I'm sorry. Martin Crackhorn. What a name.
What do you make of it?
Well, I guess we were right about this mansion being quite unnatural.
Rip away with understatements.
Where's the part that's torn off?
Well, my only guess is that it was the most important part and somebody didn't want anyone to see it. Let's continue our investigation.
Okay, so I vaguely remember that Ada Wong had a... well, not a boyfriend, but she seduced someone at the mansion who left a letter. Was that it? Will you take the B specimen? Okay, that added nothing. Will you take the lure of a bee? Okay, those are in the wrong place. Okay, is there anything else around here? Will I take the fish hook? Yes. An unlocked case is full of various biological reports. Let me look at the fish tank. The water tank smells like something once lived in there. Perhaps someone was using it to raise some kind of creature. Mercadian, the strangest IRL name you've heard at IRL was a contract lawyer with the family name of Kilgore. Wasn't a Kilgore the enemy of the villain in Jessica Jones, I want to say? Okay. It's a lure, there's no hook. This is a hook. Oh, that's Kilgrave. Not Kilgore. Fair enough. Does that do anything? Okay, maybe the insect specimen needs to go there as well. Nothing like a puzzle room where you need to have at least 3 open inventory slots, I guess. Okay, what is? Oh, hey there. Okay, that is one persistent bee. Okay, wind crest. Oh yeah, I seem to recall the crests grant access to the Magnum later. Okay, since there's a healing item here, I'll just grab those. Can't believe how tough that bee was. Ah, sweet, a full healing item. How generous. Yep, 3 shots for a small bug. Incredible, really. Will you take the first aid box? I'm guessing a first aid kit's in there. A medicinal spray that can heal wounds completely. Yep, generosity is very sus indeed. If I recall correctly, actually, there's nothing in the drawers or on the shelves. Okay. These footprints look like they're headed straight through the bed. Okay, a puzzle is afoot. It looks like someone took something and then they left it in a hurry. Okay, ink ribbons. What did they take? I'm guessing this area is going to be marked as unexplored. Yep. At least I can save a few more times now. I feel like that head's going to become significant somehow. Okay, moving on. I know I've been in this door before. Oh yeah, here. That's where I picked up the map. Okay, that's the helmet key. I've got the sword key and the armor key, I think, so I guess I need to come back later. Oh. Okay. So I can store this. Stack the I think I've earned to save as a treat. Yeah, for anyone who's wondering, I'd normally like to make like a million save slots, but for For some reason I've only got enough space in my memory, the memory card I'm using for one. And yes, the game probably hates me. Anyway. What's my next move? Oh yeah, I need to take the death mask to the graveyard, at least. Just one more, and I can fight whether it's in that coffin. Hooray! Mercadian, games that hate me crash just before I save. That's true. Unless it's a bad game. In that case, it's doing you a favour by crashing. The wall is lined with portraits. All the faces have been painted out. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting there's someone living in this mansion, aside from the researchers. Please, game, why do you keep using the scary music here? It's scaring me. Mercadian, emulate and create save states to show them who's boss. Yeah, that'll show it. Have I been in there? Okay, we can take a look on my way back. I'm desperately trying to remember if the boss fight with the snake is before or after the one with the creature in the graveyard. See, this is what happens when you've last played a game as a kid but never completed it and have half-formed memories from people who have. Puts you in a very weird position. The games that hate you are more modern indie games than Visible. Well, to be fair, that's more tough love. Like, older games hate you like an abusive parent. Indie games tend to hate you like a well, it's not really hate, it's more like the sort of friendly antagonism of a sibling, you know? Oh dear, one more to go. Better not come back here without a nice big gun. Okay. Can go back down the crow corridor. Yep, something, memento mori. Yeah, I don't think it outright says it, but I think the implication is that Forrest, whose body we found earlier, and he came back as a zombie just at the right / wrong moment, was a... Ah! When did you get here? Oh great, I got chased here. Wait, so when did I kill a zombie without burning it? Thanks for the clip, Chloe. Okay, has that door run out of... Yep. Ask them nicely to leave. Could work. I like how many, yeah, I like how we're already up to like 2 or 3 screams. When Alien Isolation didn't get any from me. To be fair, I think polite zombie settings are a thing. Okay, this time I'm not going to panic. I'm going to shoot that stupid super zombie in its stupid super zombie head. Is it bleeding? It's bleeding. Could have sworn I didn't leave any zombies behind here, but... Shoot first, ask questions later on how best to shoot zombies next time. Yeah. Okay. Now. I can't get through there, but the dude... Let's go. Get off. Okay. I'm not gonna panic, not gonna panic, not gonna panic, not gonna panic, not gonna panic. Oh yeah, here's where the zombie dogs were. I remember now. Oh great, there wasn't much point in coming this way anyway. It's just that I left a few healing items behind. That aren't really worth it. Oh, friction. Rude. Invisible girl, you hate those things. Normally I like dogs, but I'll make an exception here. I mean, I know the joke's been made 1,000 times before. But obviously a game with police officers as the main villains. Oh, the crawly brain thing. The crawly brain thing. Oh, thinking. Oh right, you mean lickers. Yeah, fortunately they don't appear until the second Resident Evil game. Yeah, I have no reason to return to that particular area of the mansion. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do next is I'm going to deal with an old friend of ours. Yeah, i.e. the first ever zombie that appeared in the game. Clearly the first zombie that ever appeared was Chris. I didn't guess it. Is Chris being a zombie a meme now or something? Alright. I'm vaguely tempted to go this way just to see what there is. Oh, you just made it up. Fair enough. Uh-oh, a cutscene. Oh, I remember this bit.
Richard! What happened? You're wounded.
You were doing a Commander Riker.
This whole place is a killing zone. There are monsters.
What did this to you?
A big snake. And it had to be poisonous.
A poisonous snake?
Poisonous? Richard, hold on.
Bring me serum. I saw some, but didn't bring any.
I'll go and get it, okay? You're gonna make it.
Okay, so this particular segment is actually timed. So if I don't get back here with the serum fast enough, he does actually die. Hey, Nolus. Right. So where am I? I need to get back to the safe room on the opposite side of the mansion. Kiara, you're going for a run around the block. Fair enough. I'll see you later then. Okay, what's the quickest way there? Oh, hey Iris. Thanks for the posture check and hydrate. Yeah. I'll hard rest in a second. I'm not sure if pausing counts towards the time in this segment. But either way, I'm going to be doing some running from zombies. Okay, our old Fred zombie Steve's down here. Oh, about turn. Okay. Oh, cosplay set suggestion from Iris. Zombie bread. I'll consider it. Wait, do you mean me as a zombie, or do you mean literally zombified bread? Okay, yep. Take a left from here. Phew, good thing I dealt with the zombies here. Nolus, the player character from I Am Bread, but zombified. Also valid. Okay, and remember there was a zombie that found its way into this area. it's down here. This is the place. Yes, I'll take the serum. Okay, I'll equip the shotgun because I don't have time to mess about. Now I just need to remember which direction to go in, but backwards. A man's life is online, and it depends on my ability to navigate a map. It doesn't really bode well for him, does it? Okay, so you want me to dress as an undead slice of toast? Heck? Okay, just relax, turn left, and cheese it. Yeah, I'm familiar with iron bread. If I recall correctly, your aim is to get to a toaster. Which is kind of dark when you think about it. Oh yeah, you said trying to become toast. Come on, get in. I'm going in the right direction, aren't I?
Here, Richard. I'm gonna give you a shot. Hang in there.
Only if you leave the bread in the toaster too long. Fair enough. Oh, I see what you did there.
Here's my radio. Take it. I'm... Does it ever not hurt?
Phew, he's gonna be okay.
I'm okay. The others...
Okay, that was exciting. Little did she know he died of COVID 10 days later. I mean, this is years before COVID-12 showed up, isn't it? Okay. Kind of want to go that way, but I feel like it'll be a boss fight. So maybe I should come back with better... Oh, welcome back, Kiara. How's your run? Maybe I should come back with better shootiness. It was less tiring this time. Oh, good, you're getting fitter. Yep, still good. I just managed to run back and grab an antidote for my friend there. It's always nice to save a life. Yeah, I'll risk it. Surely it's not going to throw a boss battle at me right away, is it? Okay. Okay. I'm out of shotgun shells. And I have no means of burning that guy. Exactly. Sir, you are evil and I must remove your face. Okay, I see pistol ammo. Is there anything else in here? Yes. Okay. Feels like I should be able to look at that, but I can't. It's too dark to see much of anything. Is there a light switch? Okay, I'll make my way back to the nearest item box and deal with the corpse. How you doing, my dude? Richard is resting peacefully. You should probably just leave him alone for now. Okay. And as everyone knows, the correct way to deal with evil is to remove its face. I don't even remember when I said that. But I will bite so many faces off does feel like a thing I would say. Ang indeed, Icky. Ang indeed. Does that come from your what was it? Vampire playthrough? Okay, no point in having the shotgun with me anyway. Fuel canteen. Lighter. I wonder if there's something I can light in that room. Yeah, these tank controls aren't too bad when you get used to them. Nope, okay, I take that back. Icky, no point in having a shotgun with me. You do not understand the sentence. I mean, I'm out of ammo. Nerless, the face-biting quote was from Tomb Raider, but you can't remember the context. You're working then, so you probably weren't there for it. Peace of mind at last. It's too dark to see much of anything. The whole Ang thing came from your sister-in-law, but she came up with it while your brother was playing Vampire. Hence it resurfaced when you streamed Vampire. Fair enough. An unlit candlestick. Okay, guess I brought exactly the right item. How ironic. Are those readable or? Yeah, sisters-in-laws are useful. My sister-in-law came up with my name, Erin. Wait, can I just push this? There we go. Yep, big brain sisters-in-law. The only sort. Okay, maybe if I leave and re-enter, it'll reset. Well, characters in this game can't reach around. Ah! Get off me. I said get off me. Where's... I say die, I mean die. Okay, so this is a puzzle item. Okay, anything else in here? Yep, that's the room clear. Okay, I think what I'll do is I'll check why I need to unlock this door. It's locked. An emblem. Okay, I need the shield key to come back this way. Okay, not gonna lie, he gives me a minor panic. Richard gives me a minor panic attack every time I walk in here and see something breathing. Let's just get some inventory management done. And I think I've earned myself another save. Exactly, no less. I'm going to award myself a save as a treat. Oh, before I do anything else, I'm going to refill the canteen. Okay, I'm out of kerosene. I've completely forgotten where else there was kerosene. Oh wait, now I remember. That corridor. You're going to reward yourself a barbecue chip. Be right back. Okay. Examine. The beginning and the last sections of the music are missing. Okay, quote number 18 seems to be balked for some reason. So, yep, interesting fact, the HD version also added real-time, added a reload button, but the cost was it also forced you to reload in real time. So you can just do this thing where you could pause, combine, and be fully reloaded. Okay, so Yep, realism. Very unfair if you ask me. Okay, how many ink rooms do I have left? Ah, plenty. Okay, I'll deposit my spare handgun ammunition. Because really, if anything, if I need more than a full shotgun of ammunition and a full clip of handgun ammunition, I should be running from it anyway. And I think what I need to check out, well, I need to go visit an old friend of ours, I think. As I said, the very first zombie we meet in the game. Hanging around that corridor. So, yep, you might have remembered at the beginning of the game, Wednesday last week, we entered this room, went into the next room, and there was a zombie lurking there. We turned around, ran back, and Barry dealt with it for us. But of course the zombie very rudely got back up and left. We're about to run into that zombie. Okay, there it is. Oh great, another one. Oh wait, wrong way. Pardon me. Wait, they're both following me. That shouldn't be allowed. So further use of this key, discard, yep. Oh good. That frees up some inventory space. Yep, that is literally something Ground would say. Ah, we're in the piano room. Ooh, ink ribbons. expensive looking grand piano. No less. If two enemies follow grand up a wall, she'd be pretty righteously indignant. It's true. Oh, thanks to the hydrate, Macadian, and the posture check. Okay, I'll need to refill for the hydrate. I'll just have a stretch. I mean, to be fair, Nolus, a group of enemies did try to follow me up a wall in a D&D session a few weeks ago. Granted, they didn't have the slips of a spider climb, so they were just climbing. And I got to just throw them on top of each other and laugh. It was a fun session. But anyway, yeah, TASMR. And thank you for using the emojis. Right. Oh good, I can push this one aside. Will I take the musical score? You know, I really should have brought that other one with me, shouldn't I? A wooden counter made of oak, it gives off a pleasant aroma, like fine wine. It's titled Moonlight Sonata. A section of the music is missing, leaving only the beginning and the end of the music. Okay. So we're out of fuel, so I'm gonna just run to the left, run up the stairs and hope for the best. Oh, go away, bot. Can someone squash that bot, please? There's an elevator here. It doesn't look like you can access it from this floor. Thank you, Nolus. Okay, this leads to a basement. Oh good. My inventory is so much less cluttered now. Heck yeah. Now, as you could see there, the zombies are now in chat. How immersive. And even better, we can explode their heads as well. So yeah, obviously I got lucky there, and the shotgun blew up that zombie's head. And that means I don't have to worry about burning the corpse. Exactly, Nolus. Thanks for standing still, wanker. Can't do an Australian accent. I mean, I can't do any sort of accent apart from my own, but you know what I mean. To be fair, I don't think I really have... Well, I have an accent, but it's not really a You know, it's not really a specific accent, it's just sort of an accent. Guess sort of just like a compound Midlands / Welsh / whatever I watched on TV growing up accent. Icky, you vaguely recall me doing a Brimmy accent once, but your brain might be making that up. A Brimmy? Birmingham? Yeah, I can't really do a Birmingham accent either. The nearest I can get is pronouncing Birmingham as Birmingham. Birmingham. And I don't particularly like doing that because I picked it up before I came out, so, and retrained my voice, so I can't really do it in a femme sounding voice. No, Liz, you got to go. You'll be back if you can. Okay, that's fine. Thanks as always for dropping by. Okay. I mean, I've got a lot of ink ribbons, but I think I'll save this. Okay, musical score. Okay, I have the full musical score. I suppose the thing you can say about this game is the puzzles are extremely well paced. So like they'll add a zombie just when you're feeling... They won't add so many zombies you're basically fighting your way through the mansion. But they'll add new zombies just at the moment you sort of have a feeling of safety. So they won't make it frustrating, but they just sort of keep undermining your feeling of safety, you know? Yeah, if that makes sense. Oh yeah, I forget. Does this game have a... What's it called? A sniper rifle in it. Because I remember some of the sort of tank control Resident Evils did, but yeah, I don't think this one does it? Oh yeah, there's a fun little Easter egg here. Well, I'm not sure it's an Easter egg, but I think I've said it quite a few times before, but well, I'll just let you watch the cutscene first. There we go. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so in that cutscene in the Trevor's diary, I'll read this out. Yeah, obviously in Jill's cutscene, and this actually appears in the original game, she obviously plays the piano because she knows how to do that. But if you're playing as Chris in his run through, basically he doesn't know how to play the piano, so he searches and pegs instead. Icky, once again you're wondering if any piece of music has shown up in games more than Moonlight Sonata, which is a bit dumb because the two you can think of are Resident Evil 1 and Shadow Man. I feel like Eternal Darkness also has it. Well, has a puzzle that sort of is a sort of a shout out to Resident Evil where you basically do the same thing, but I can't remember if the music's the Moonlight Sonata. Okay, Trevor's diary. 11 days have passed since arriving on this estate. How did it end up like this? A guy in a lab coat came by with a plate of skimpy meal and said to me, "Sorry to put you through this, but it's for security reasons." That's when it hit me. It all makes sense now. There are only two people that know the secret of this mansion, Sir Spencer and myself. If they kill me, Sir Spencer will be the only person that knows the secret. But for what purpose? It doesn't matter now. It is too dangerous here. My family. I hope they're all right. I've decided to escape. Jessica, Lisa, I pray you're safe. November the 26th, 1967. How could I have been so careless? I lost my favourite lighter, the one Jessica gave me for my birthday. Don't worry, I found it. Now it's going to be that much harder to get around out of this dark place. November the 13th, the date when my fate was sealed. My aunt was hospitalised just 3 days before. Jessica and Lisa said they were going to visit her. I wish I could be there with them. But wait, even as I'm writing, my memory's coming back to me more than vividly. Just before I passed out, I remember the men in the lab coat said something like, "Most likely your family is already. I pray for their safety." Somehow, I managed to get out of that room, but getting out of this mansion won't be as easy. I have to get past all the booby traps. Tiger eyes, gold emblem. I have to try and remember for my own sake. Tiger eyes, gold emblem. Okay. Will you take the gold emblem? Okay, I will not take the gold emblem. Icky, you really should get around to playing Eternal Darkness. Yep, I highly recommend it. I had fun streaming it. Macadian, the wiki says there are 12 games with the Moonlight Sonata. That's a lot of Moonlight Sonata. Okay, so I'm going to run back to the, what's its face? Item box. Grab the shield. And if I'm working it out correctly, I should be able to put it in place of that one. How's everyone's Monday going anyway? Iki had a good first day back at work after a week off, and he gets to do D&D soon. Oh yep. Oh yep, you two are playing in Keith's 4th edition game. Not gonna lie, I'd have joined you, but I couldn't really sort of fit my Monday streams anywhere else, so... I have so much more space now that I'm not looking around all those keys. Kiara, you're frustrated because someone told you to be calm and patient when playing Dark Souls, even though you have been. Yeah, that's kind of patronising advice for anyone who's been playing it long enough. I mean, I don't know if anyone else has watched Noah Cadwell Gervais's 4.5 hour long comparison of sort of like, I think it's Bloodborne, Bloodborne, Sekiro, and Elden Ring. But that was super interesting, and obviously it points out that the original the Dark Souls trilogy, if you will, even though 3 came out after a couple of those games, sort of established this whole Dark Souls formula, and the other 3 are sort of variants on it. So Bloodborne is basically a faster, more aggressive version of it. Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening. Sekiro is sort of pure, well, it's literally what the Get Good crowds feel like it is. Very much based on careful swordplay, but with a lot more stealth. Yep, I love some NGG too. Kiara, you did tell people that if they tell you that they beat Dark Souls 7 times in front of your face while you told them you're stuck somewhere, you'd punch them in the throat with brass knuckles. You know what? Acceptable. I think the problem is, whenever you want to talk about Dark Souls and the like, there's a sort of a... I don't know, seems to be a Dark Souls player that wants to turn any anecdote about a Souls-like into their own personal bragging rights. Okay, let's see if this works. Exactly, Kiara. It's not helping, it's bragging. Okay, is there anything else I can do with this emblem? There we go. I'm free as a bird. This bird you cannot cage. Is that a garden of some sort? Am I adjacent to... Oh yeah, that's the room with the plant in it. It's gold all around the outer edges due to frequent fitting. Nothing, but I'll just try putting it back where the original one was and see what happens. told me you keep punching their throats until they couldn't talk. Well, don't damage your hands doing that. Wait, was that a zombie moaning in the back distance? Enfys, by the third time it stops being, I did this hard thing and becomes a sad case of muscle memory. Exactly. Okay, that's doing something. When the two have run each other through, the path to your destination will open. It looks like you can turn the gears inside the clock. Try it. Okay, there's a puzzle here. A picture of two knights striking each other. The short sword has been thrust into the breast of one knight, while the long sword has pierced the head of the other. Okay. So I guess the short sword is the hour hand and the long sword's the minute hand? Turn the small one. Yep, okay, so the shorts... The long sword was punched through the head. Okay, so if I turn the large gear, left again. No, that doesn't do it, does it? Okay, that was it. What have we got here? Will you take the mansion key? Okay. There's an engraving of a shield. The shield key. Result. Wait, just gonna double check. Is that a shield door? Okay, that's a helmet door. I forget, does the shield key lead to the attic? Yeah, Fist, that's an excellent quote. Kiara needs to get a quote bot. Oh yeah, did that room have a near the deer's head? Well, the stag's head, have a shield key. Kiara, you don't want a quote bot, you don't want to be a meme. Might be that you have no choice. Yeah, I'm trying to remember, because I remember there was a small room that did have a thing of kerosene in it, but I can't remember where it was. Okay, we're just going to look over here. Ah! Oh, thanks for the raid, Super Lazy Genius. How are you doing today? Alright, for anyone in the raid who doesn't know me, I'm BisectedBrioche. I'm a trans woman streamer. I stream through single player games. Right now I'm doing Resident Evil. Occasionally I cosplay, but this time I'm just wearing Jill's cap because it is quite a nice cap. And as it turns out, I look pretty good in a beret. Nice to meet you. What are you playing? Star Fox 64. How'd it go? Okay, that's a helmet door. Oh, anyway, I hope you're having a nice day today, Super Lazy Genius. Stash the green herb here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna save and well, I think there's a boss fight in the attic, so let's get equipped for the occasion. Grenade launcher. Oh, thanks to the Super Lazy Genius has redeemed random trivia. Random trivia. Once again, I've completely forgotten to write this down. Trying to remember something. Oh yeah, the original Resident Evil was originally started life as a remake of the NES game Sweet Home, which was itself an adaptation of the Japanese horror movie Sweet of the same name. It was an RPG based around several player characters who had different abilities and all could be permanently killed off in a playthrough of the game. Richard is resting peacefully, but not dead. No further use for the shield key. Okay. 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 Are we all ready for the boss? Herpophobes may wish to go somewhere else. Because I believe this is a dirty great snake. Hey there. I believe this boss's name is Yawn, and it's given that name because it looks like it's yawning, I guess. Okay, come on, Jill.
Payback time.
wasn't so hard.
Thanks.
Yeah, so saving him earlier was a bit of a waste of effort, but I think I at least get to keep his shotgun, so it's all good.
Richard!
Oh. No, Jill, don't. Run. Yes, I'll take the assault shotgun, thank you. And now I'm poisoned. Fantastic. Yeah, you better run. Oh, death mask. The wine casks are stacked on top of each other. Okay. So that boss fight is over. I'm poisoned, so I need to get back to the room earlier that had the antidote in it. But hey, at least I have a better shotgun.
Am I poisoned? I need serum.
I suppose if I still had the yeah, if I failed to save, I wonder if I failed to save Richard, I'd still have the antidote on me. Still, it was nice of it to... Oh, come on. I mean, how does a zombie even get there? I mean, okay, it probably walked, but you know. Okay, so if I run to the opposite side of the room. Hopefully zombie Steve's on the other side. Nope, no such luck. I remember, does that lead to the balcony, and does that have a full heal? No, wait, the balcony's south, isn't it? Oh yeah, the balcony's that way. Sorry, I don't have time to talk. Whew. Don't need that anymore. Put the handgun away for now. Keep the oh, hello Boss Uji. Thanks for the raid. How are you doing today? For those who don't know me, I'm BisectedBrioche. I'm a trans woman streamer. I stream playthroughs of single player games. Occasionally I play TTRPGs. And I like to cosplay. I mean, right now I'm playing Resident Evil and just limiting myself to a hat. What were you playing? Just chatting? Fair enough. Hello to you, Boss Uji. And welcome to the chat. Awesome hat I have here. Thank you. Yeah, Jill has a very nice hat and I'm happy to wear it. And thanks for the follow as well. You're playing Resident Evil as well? Haha, just chilling in the chat before leaving. Ah, fair enough. Is that the original or the remake? Or for that matter, another game in the series. Okay, don't think there's any more fuel here. Remake, the original will probably be too complicated for you to get into. Ah, fair enough. I was a kid and I had a PlayStation when the original came out, but I was too scared to play it. Then when this came out for the GameCube, I was too scared to play it. So now I'm basically replaying it based on half memories and other people I've seen playing it. Okay. So the incendiary shells, good for zombies. Have a nice stream, got to go do some work. Okay, fair enough. Thanks for dropping by, thank you for the raid, thanks for the follow, and I hope your work goes well. And to anyone who's sticking around, welcome to the stream. Oh, unequipped it. Okay, we've got the last death mask, so that's probably going to be a boss fight of some sort. Oh no. Well, that guy's going to be a crimson head because I've ran out of fuel. Oh wait. No, I don't have any keys, so I can't unlock that door yet. Well, let's say hello to Zombie Steve. Hello, Zombie Steve. Right. So if I go to the Eastern save room. I can use the one-way door. To approach the graveyard after saving. And then I think after fighting the boss in the crypt, I'll call the stream there. Because I want to get some cosplay stuff done, and I also want to roll a Pathfinder character for a offline game. You know what? Do I want to fight the snake again? I don't want to fight the snake again. Oh wait, yeah, the one-way door goes the other way, doesn't it? I'm a fool. Kind of an interesting mechanic though, but... Invisible Girl, a Skyrim door for Skyrim. The thing I like about Skyrim the most, I think, is how easily I can remember when it came out. Because the release date was heavily advertised as the 11th of the 11th, 2011. Oh no! Good thing I've cleared that particular area. Okay, it hasn't done something annoying like added a ton of zombies here, has it? No good. Okay, we have the grenade launcher. Examine it for posterity. Ah, the death mask of No-Nose McGee, who had no nose. Look. My mug stuck to its coaster. Just stretch to calm down. Invisible girl, you literally thought someone shot you in your game. Hey there. You can tell he's the most powerful zombie because he's got a beard. Okay, he's down. I'll take some shotgun shells, thank you. There's a switch. Press it. There's something here. Will you take the stolen metal object? Okay, is there anything else in here? Nope. We're golden. Well, golly gosh gee, wasn't he a deadly foe? Okay, I'm just going to head to the one-way door to the save room. As long as I don't do something stupid like fire my gun, I will not provoke the crows. And I think I'll call it here. Stash the shotgun shells. Because really, if I can't take it down with 10 shotgun shells, I should be running from it. Put the grenade launcher away and save that for a boss. And yep, I'm sorry I'm going to be raiding like 15 minutes after I was raided myself, but can't really handle this game in not particularly long stretches. The zombies just free my nerves. I apologise sincerely for putting my headphones over my hat. I mean, you can see the strip of craft foam I've just heat-shaped the shape of the top band, and hopefully with a bit of finesse I'll be able to at least have the skeleton of the ears for Friday's stream ready. But yeah, if you want more of that, you can see us on Twitter. Okay, let's go back to the big picture and we'll find someone to raid. Oh, yeah. Okay, Nick and Nikki are both going to be playing D&D, so they're not streaming. But yeah, we'll just see who's live when Firefox decides to get its act together. Obviously, I'll be back with Resident Evil again on Wednesday. Friday's going to be more Ace Attorney. Hopefully I'll be up to it this time. And yep, on Nick's channel I'll be playing Overgrown, and that's going to be the follow-up to the first, well, the other Overgrown session we had earlier in the year. Kiara, raid Chloe. Oh yeah, I can do that. Okay, just need to let Twitch load. Wait, was that a joke, Kiara, or is she actually streaming right now? Okay, you're not streaming today, Chloe. That's fair. Pardon me, inhaled a bit of tea there. She's not streaming, but shrugs. Oh, Kiara. Right. We've got B-Boy Gage, Dark Persona, Machine Lord Zero. Oh, Nessie's streaming Dragon Age 2. I forgot about that. let's read her before she finishes. So, yeah, we actually have a bit of a situation where I keep raiding her, then she when she tries to raid me. So hopefully that won't happen this time. Hopefully. But yep, I'll be back on Wednesday with more Resident Evil. I hope everyone has a lovely start to their week. Friday will be Ace Attorney and Overgrown. Keep an eye on my Twitter for more news about cosplay. Speaking of cosplay, I'll be hopefully releasing another blog post later this week. Well, it might bleed into next week. Depends how long it takes me to write. But yep, keep an eye out for that. It'll be on easy things, cosplay things you can do for D&D. And thanks again for watching. We'll be raiding in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And if you're watching on YouTube, like, comment and subscribe.